Hi, welcome to the second video of Master Generative AI, ComfyUI 101 course. In the last video, we talked about how stable diffusion works and some basic concepts of ComfyUI. In this video, we'll talk about how text to image generation work in detail, and what is the ComfyUI core concept in detail. So this is the basic workflow that we talked about in the last video. Let's do a recap. So text to image generation works in ComfyUI has a three major part. One is your load checkpoint and the load checkpoint and prompt, and then second is where sampler where the prompt and the model converts into tokens, and the third part is those tokens converted into the image. So let's do a recap. So last video we talked about this is a checkpoint where the models getting. So in this we can see there's a lots of model LG 1.5 flux. There are lots of model that we can generate videos with, or other closed source models like Google Nano Banana, ChatGPT 4o, and all the other models. These are the prompt boxes. First is prompt boxes, and third is this empty latent image. So we talked about in the video that what is an empty latent space. So when you generate an image using stable diffusion workflow, there's an empty latent image in the system, which goes into the sampler, and a sampler in the steps remove the remove or add the noise uh, to the image and to the canvas and generate the images. So this is how it works. So suppose this is the case sampler where all the nodes are connected, where your model is connected to model, or your prompts connected to prompt. This we talked about in the video. And the VAD code is basically uh, convert your tokens, noisy image and noisy tokens into a image. So that's why it's decoded the tokens and the images. Okay, so in the case sampler, these are the things that we discussed about. Seed is a basic random seed. Suppose there's a canvas. Suppose let's say there's a whole blank canvas 5 into 5 into 2, and random seed is basically you just thrown a single color. These are the some colors that throws onto the canvas. So these are the canvas things. Okay. Next is your control after generate. So basically, how do you want to control your image? So which is randomize, fixed, increment, decrement. Suppose this is for seed. Suppose you want to fix your seed, then every time you want to generate your image, then the seed is fixed. Then and decrement. So every time you want to increment the seed, just decrease the seeds. Basically, this is for helpful. Suppose you want to do a basic edit. So in the early stage, there's edits, nano banana, 4o flux edits, or coin edit models are not there. So that's the time they use these seed fixed or increment decrement to add the image. Next step is we talked about in the last video. Steps is in each steps how your image is getting generated. So this is step one, your noisy image, and step two, your less noisy image. This is the steps. And CFG account for how the model take your prompt. So CFG classic free guidance skill, basically creativity. So how much model should works as creative and adherence to your prompt. So this is basically how good your result is works on your prompt and the CFG scale. Sampler size and denoise. Denoise value is 100. Denoise is 1, means 100% noisy. So the amount of denoise applied. So suppose you have a, so this works on when we work to image workflow. So when you want to work on a image, you take the image and how much noise you want to apply on a canvas. So suppose in this text to image workflow, your this is your empty canvas, and one is means 100%. So in this case sampler, they put 100% of noise into this canvas. So this is how that, yeah, and this is how the image works. So suppose let's deep dive in each and every nodes and each and every segments. Suppose we have generated this image. Now let's understand how the old things work. So let's try to fix the seed. So that means a significant amount of noise is fixed. So every time, so this seed is fixed. Now let's generate a let's take an example of the last video. A dog wearing a red head. Or let's change this model to SDXL because SDXL refiner. So Huh. And one more thing to note, SDXL works for 1024 by 1024. The earlier model, the stable diffuse that images are trained, which is 512 into 512. So when the advancement goes on and on, this higher resolution got higher and higher. Now the seed dance and the queen are generating 4K images. So let's run with the basic in this video, we'll try to cover each and every steps of ComfyUI. In the next video, we'll talk about the prompt engineering and we'll go advanced and फिर after that, we'll go into the business use cases. Uh, yes, so this is how you seeing. Yeah, so this is using this as a double nose and all. So let's try to. So yeah, let's retry to generate this. Now, so what will happen? Because we have fixed the seed in this. Seed is a base, how much is your image is generated. So every time now we will got the same image generated image. So suppose you want to generate a same image, then you fix the seed, you fix the prompt and all, then you will get the same amount of image. Now let's change this dog to cat and let's put this double nose in the negative prompt. Also add a distorted face. Now, what will happen? The seed is fixed, so it will try to generate the same amount of image. See, the seed is fixed, so they are generating the same kind of a head in the same kind of a image of the cat. You're getting my point. So now let's try to see how this steps works. So suppose let's go for one. Now seed is fixed. So that means now it will show us the image how it will look. So this is the image generated after the step one. Step one means after the first noise is removed. Let's check the image for step 5. So now in this step, this is how now the model get to know, okay, so this is the cat, they are generating some kind of a base. Okay, this is the cat. We are getting this kind of a thing. So it's trying to form the cat from the noise. Now let's just do the steps to 10. So now this time we almost get the same kind of image. Now, so suppose you are saying, okay, every time it's refining the image. So let's do a steps to 50, let's say. So what will happen this time? Model will break because some models works on some kind of a steps. So this is not gonna work. See, you are getting the same kind of image. So this will work. So your basic workflow of stable diffusion, it basically works for your CFG is 8 and your steps is 15 to 20. So your 15 to 20 is good. Now what is CFG? Let's fix the seed, let's fix the steps and check for the step CFG value 1. Let's see what will happen. So in this CFG1, the image, the canvas will not follow the prompt because we have given the full freedom to the model, try to be creative. So it will it taken the some follow the some guidance of red head, but it not fully formed the red, and it's a kindly form the image of the cat. It not let do the CFG to 3. So now you are understanding how the CFG works. It's it's a middle space of your creativity and prompt. So it's a balance of the prompts. So now you see it follows the follows try to do the creativity, also do the also follow the prompts. So this is how it will work. Now let's do this to 7. So for stable diffusion XL SDXL 7 to 8 is good. Now we almost get the same kind of a image. So this is how it will it these text to image generation model works. So now so if you get the you understand how these terms works. After this there are lot of enhancements done. So after this there's a another model called evolved flux, so which is stable diffusion. Some employees got separated and they created their own company called flux. um, and they have created this model called flux. So in this flux they have restored this, they have solved the problem of 6 fingers, double face. We are getting double nose, double face. So in the image flux, so let's go to the flux channel, the uh, very first model that they have released. So now they have come up with things. Their workflow changed, but logic is not changed. If you watch my first video, the logic is same. They have the step one is load model, then the image size is yes, then the prompt, and the conditioning zero out, and then the case sampler. So the logic is same. We have a VAE decode where our image is decoded. We have the case sampler. Now we have the prompt here. Now, what they have done is they have removed the concept of empty image. So they have used for dual clip loader. So in this clip loader, they what they do is the clips is basically a recipes how your image will work. So yes, and VAs, you know how load VAs. So they have done the VA. They have removed the empty latent space to VAE. So they add a VAE, basically predefined VAE, how the image is generated. So let's try to generate the image. Now, one more thing that they have done is they have added a guidance. So guidance means how, so just like CFG for stable diffusion works, in the same for works for flux. So guidance. Let's try to run this workflow. So sometime because we are running the new workflow, it will take some time to load the models and all. So now the model is loaded. So the logic is same. You have the mod. So first you have the predefined model which is called checkpoint. Then you have some predefined values. Okay, just like if you have ever just like it's a making a recipes of cooking. You have the first step, the vegetables. Then you chop the vegetables in a segments. Then you put on the gas and uh, turn on the chula, and then you cook this. So the same kind of recipes work there. So see, it generated a beautiful image 512. Now let's try to generate a same. Let's try to generate the same thing. A a dog wearing a red hat. When you do control enter, it's automatically run the workflow. On in this queue section, after the configure, you can see how how much time it takes to generate a image. Yes, so 2.1 second or 20 second, 2 seconds, 2 seconds, 4 seconds, then you can check. It's and then also you can see the top corner, it's 11% done. So this is how the text to image generation model works in ComfyUI. So you have the all the models and all. After Flux, there's a lot of model schemes in the market. After Flux, there's high dream model schemes in open source. They have the generated the image. Then there's a coin image model from Alibaba. Then there's Onion image model and all. So now you are seeing the image. We are not getting any double faces, no fingers. So what Flux has been done to the models in the training process, they have done this thing, done this image generation works, text to image generation, fix the every kind of problem that they are facing in stable diffusion. So this is how text to image generation works. You can for you can browse the templates in the ComfyUI. You can go to the image section and you can see there are a whole lot of models. But first you can try the same prompts into the different workflow, just like SD Definer, SDXL Turbo, only text to image generation. Don't try to do the controller depth. Only text to image generation model SD 3.5. They have so after Flux model stable diffusion give this model SD 3.5. They try to fix the models and into the higher resolution. So yeah, this is how the things works. See, they have also fixed the textured and all. So this is for the video. If you're watching till here, subscribe the channel for upcoming videos. So in the next video, we'll talk about how image to image generation works and what is the core concepts of it. Then after image to image generation work, we'll talk about the prompt engineering in the fourth video. So subscribe the channel. Thank you.